But anyway, but yeah, FIBA just ended in a very, very embarrassing fashion.
Oh gosh, back to
disgusting.
Back to back losses. And they got
First Germany had us in the blender, man. First of all, we was losing that whole goddamn
the entire game.
The whole game. Dennis Schroeder's literally busting ass. And what's my man Daniel Tice catching lobs, finish.
Yo, they made, first of all, let me say this. They was trying to put Austin Reeves on the island that entire game, though. They was embarrassing him.
Yeah, it's just a different game. It's a more together game, and when you got a bunch of B class players representing America, B and C, it was.
You got
who did I see on there?
Three
Who did I see on the
B?
court, bro? First of all, okay, I'll give you Jaren Jackson. He was defensive player. He's very good.
But he averaged 2.3 rebounds that entire.
Hold on, let me run off his stats. I'm saying the people that make sense to even be on the team.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, let me pull up the box score to see who played in the last shit.
Okay, that shit.
Okay, so yeah, Jaren Jackson. He definitely deserves to make the roster. Defensive Player of the Year. He did average, and they asked him about that too.
He had nothing to say.
He had nothing to say about this thing. And I knew he won one of the ones because we played him in the playoffs.
Yeah, we know what
we played him in the playoffs. He had 2 dominant games. Rest him.
Yeah, he's not like that.
Josh Hart is a mediocre player in the NBA.
And he just plays. He's a hustle player.
Hustle player.
That's all he is. I mean, sometimes you need those hustle players. But,
but not
him.
Not
Josh Hart.
Playing the best of the best overseas.
Not Josh Hart.
We got Tyrese Halliburton, who just became like a name that people recognize.
He's not that good to me.
He's good.
He's solid. He was the Pacers. They didn't even make the playoffs.
I mean, we got Dame. We got Steph. We got a lot of people on the list before we get into Tyrese Halliburton.
They didn't make the playoffs. Bobby Portis? No. Nobody still. People still don't know Bobby Portis.
Only names I really respect on here is Jalen Bronson and Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's it.
Mikal Bridges' game is ugly.
It's ugly as shit.
I don't care what they talking about.
He's not like that either.
Anyway,
but
we lost.
And they had Dylan Brooks looking like.
Dylan Brooks dropped 40. He dropped 39 points on 12 of 18 shooting.
What was he from the 3-point line?
7 or 8.
Nah, so we got the burner on him.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd be willing to bet he's never done that a day in his life.
No, and he probably won't do that again.
As a matter of fact, to put this into context, Dylan Brooks is so unliked and unpopular in the NBA. The team made an announcement that they cutting his ass.
Yeah, that they would never bring him back.
They never do that. The Memphis Grizzlies said we do not want his bum ass.
That was before the playoffs ended.
It was.
That was during like the playoffs still.
He got suspended and said, "No, you're fired."
They said, "Yo, you're done. You're never coming back."
Dylan Brooks is a trash man. So for him to drop 39, we'll give you a shot. We'll give you Shea Gillis because he's really like that.
He is really like that.
He is really. RJ Barrett is. I'll let you speak.
He's mediocre. He's up and down. I mean, what he had 20.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen he averaged 20 in the playoffs, but yeah, it was he did average 20 in the playoffs. But I mean, I'm not. Listen, if we can trade Ant-Man for RJ Barrett right now, please, by all means.
I mean, I agree.
By all means.
I'm just saying that's your team. I don't care nothing about the Knicks. I just want you to speak to him.
Yeah,
do y'all like him or not?
I'm not a fan.
Do you think he would be dropping 23 on Team USA or not?
On Team USA?
Yeah.
Listen, with the roster that Team USA has, probably, because ain't nobody else going over there besides Ant.
Okay.
What was the stats for the Team USA? Who scored?
Ant-Man dropped 24, 9 of 20, and this is against Canada, like I said.
9 of 20, terrible.
It's not terrible. It's regular.
Right under 4.
Josh Hart dropped 10 on 4-4. Mikal dropped 19, 6 of 12.
Okay.
Austin Reeves, of course, AR-15 dropped 23 on the niggas, man. 7 of 13 shooting from the field, man.
He been hooping, but he was but they was taking advantage of him on that defensive end, though.
I mean,
he's not a defender.
Anybody that gets isolated is gonna look bad.
Yeah.
It's a team game. You know what I'm saying?
So was Noah Lyles right?
About what? Can you remind me what he said?
About the world champions. They're not the NBA isn't the world champions, and then we just played and we seen those NBA players not win for the USA.
What's the quote again?
I gotta run back that quote. I don't remember that shit.
I thought you had it up. You brought it up.
Because I remember what he said. I remember part of it. He just said pretty much told the NBA players stop saying it's the world champion because they got to play against the world for them to be world champions.
All right, cool. That's what he said, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna read down the starting lineup for Canada. The team we just lost to, got eliminated by.
Mm-hmm.
Their starting center is Dwight Powell.
Okay.
Next, Lou Dort. Next, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That Twitter real quick.
Next, R.J. Barrett.
All NBA player, right?
Next, Dylan Brooks.
All NBA players.
Everybody on that list is in the NBA. So, but let me. He did respond to that.
He did respond. He responded to Drake too.
Noah Lyles on the backlash from the world champions comment. First of all, he came at Drake.
Immediately.
I'm so
First
glad. I'm so glad.
First sentence.
Drake. He says, and I quote, and he has a high pitch, like, I don't know what. Drake, what are you doing here? Go back home. This is an NBA conversation. To be honest, I truly think the NBA is the best. Mm-hmm. There's the national side, then there's the world side. You can't have the world championship title without facing the rest of the world. What's your thoughts?
Well, Drake is from Canada, and Canada just beat the USA. That's the only thing that Drake can probably say. But other than that, I mean, yes and no. I mean, like you literally just ran down the whole starting five of NBA players.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then if you look at Germany, who was their leading player, Dennis Schroeder, who's in the NBA.
So that's kind of the point we was making. So I still don't necessarily know where Noah Lyles is going with that because the NBA literally represents every country that has enough talent to make the league. So
no, NBA player fucks his bitch.
What?
That's what I'm hearing hate.
Shai Gilgeous?
Was it R.J. Barrett?
I doubt it. I doubt it. Maybe Zion. If anybody from that Kentucky.
You know Zion, wild boy, free. Yo, speaking of that, when Zion, you think Zion gonna play again this year?